Hi guys, and welcome to my brief review of Suicide Squad. Now, it's only just released here in the UK, but I popped out the other night with my other half and went to see it. Now, we obviously got the backlash of everyone saying it was bad and it wasn't going to be a good movie, so we kind of went with open minds. I was hoping it was going to be good, and I generally really liked it. I thought it was quite a good film. There were a couple of questionable things in the movie, but you know, at the end of the day, I think it was quite well done. Now, the Joker in the film, if you're looking to go and see him, he's in it, but obviously he only makes brief appearances. Now, he has been complaining, saying that apparently they cut a lot of his scenes out. So it kind of plays on that fact that it's a bit of a bummer, because same with Batman v Superman. When it came out to the cinema, I went to see it. I was quite disappointed, but watching it on Blu-ray, I really enjoyed it. Just with these extra little scenes, it just really kind of made sense, and it felt like, why would they cut out in the first place? It's just, I don't know. But with the Suicide Squad movie, again, apparently a lot of scenes have been cut, so it will probably be a case of waiting for a ultimate Blu-ray version of the film with all the deleted scenes in it. But you know, other than that, I actually really enjoyed the film. I think the Harley Quinn character was portrayed perfectly. All the characters were really well done. I really liked Killer Croc. I really liked Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and I liked the Joker. I didn't mind the Joker at all. Now, if you're looking at it, kind of thinking, is he going in with a Heath Ledger look, or is he going in with a Jack Nicholson look? He's kind of merged the two together. There's an actual kind of slight element of the kind of 60s Batman as well in there, like the Joker, sorry. From that series, so I think he's done quite a good job. He doesn't smile as much as you kind of want him to, but yeah, I think if the extra scenes were added in, you probably get more of an understanding of how he is as the Joker. But from what I've seen, I do like it, but I did want to see a little bit more of him, so that was a bit of a bummer. Now, the story in the film, I personally kind of felt was a little bit bleh. It's not bad, but I was kind of hoping they'd go down the Assault on Arkham route, which the Batman games did when they released a animated movie based around the Arkham games. They did an Assault on Arkham film, so I kind of had high hopes it was going to kind of base in a sense around that, because obviously the inclusion of Batman, I thought, oh, this is going to be quite good, because he's not in it as much, but it'll be good to see him, you know, kind of a little bit more dialogue than he actually had in Suicide Squad. But it's still interesting where they kind of went with the film. But yeah, like my other half watched it as well and actually enjoyed it. Like, my other half absolutely slated Batman and Superman and really, really didn't like it when we come out. I tried to defend it, but I couldn't defend it too much, because it was a case of, yeah, to be fair, it wasn't that great. But the Suicide Squad, it's got a fantastic comic book feel. Like, all of the promotional material for the actual film coming out just felt so cartoony and so comic booky. I actually kind of liked that. I thought all the neon colours and everything just kind of really added to the effect that this was going to be a kind of like a fun movie. So yeah, so when the movie came out, went to see it, and by the end, when I came out, I was like, I actually did enjoy that. Obviously, we'll be purchasing it on Blu-ray because it is DC, and as you know, or probably you don't know yet, but you do now, a massive DC fan. But yeah, and there was some fantastic Easter eggs in the film as well. Like when they're showing all of the villains being caught, you get different cameos kind of pop up in that. I'm not going to ruin it, but yeah, it just was really, really, really well done. Now, we went to see it in 3D, and to be fair, the 3D wasn't that bad. There were some good bits that kind of poked out at you, and there were some good bits that kind of just melded really, really well with the kind of, like, the DC logo just looked really good in 3D with all the neon colours on it. So yeah, I definitely recommend to go and see it if you're a DC fan. As I said, it may pee off a lot of DC fans, because I think a lot of the characters, they're really good, they've got great personality, but you don't really explore in it too much. But I think that's because they've got so much of a cast, that when you're trying to get to know each character individually, it does start to pose a bit of a problem, really, because they've only got like a certain amount of screen time, certain amount of scenes, but you get a kind of gist of who's who and, you know, who does what. But yeah, no, but as I said, it's definitely visually, it's really fantastic, really, really, really well done. The character designs are great. and it's kind of good as well because you get a lot of comic book homage that pops up as Easter eggs as well. That you can take away and go, oh, that's really cool. They added that in. Yeah, no. Other than that, I generally really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good film, and yeah, hopefully, I look forward to it when it comes out on Blu-ray, and hopefully it'll have all the extra scenes that have been cut out and etc. And I think I can't remember his name now, but the guy who played Joker did a really good job. I just wish I saw more of him, to be fair. It did really feel like a bit of a blend of all the Joker villains into one. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I think as well when you do watch the film, you do realise that things have been cut. There's a scene where the Joker comes in and starts talking to a guy, and then he's all like, I'm going to show you my toys. And it doesn't really expand from there. And you're like, hang on, why is he in here with this guy? What's going on? And I think that's one of the scenes that the actor playing the Joker kind of mentioned is that where he had great scenes in there, he feels like he did a really good homage to the Joker. You only kind of see it a little bit more later, and it's you can kind of get the gist of what's been cut, and you kind of think to yourself, well, why has that been cut? Was it that bad? Or, was it a case that they wanted to give everyone else more screen time and kind of keep the Joker a bit hidden in the film? Who knows? But you do get, obviously, Batman's in it, very briefly again, and obviously Joker's in it, and he is quite brief in it. I think he's got he's got a bit more than what Batman has screen time, but you do start to get the kind of understandings of where he's going with this Joker. It's just a shame they couldn't really expand on it. So yeah, and the whole, I don't know, I just think the whole film was fun. It was colourful, it was fun. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that fans are going to complain about the film. I think for new watchers, like for example my other half, because I'm a massive Harley Quinn and Joker and Batman fan, I've kind of introduced my other half to that. So my other half doesn't really understand the kind of, well, I think he understands, but I don't think they kind of get the whole in-depth look into the Batman universe, like Blackwater and the different prisons and etc. So for comic fans, I think, for fans of DC, you will start to notice little things in there that you kind of think, maybe that shouldn't have been done, or maybe that should have been done a bit differently. But for newcomers, I think it's definitely a great film to get you into the DC universe. It's like, just don't go in with the expectation this is going to be the new Avengers or anything like that, because I think that's what a lot of people did with Batman v Superman. If they were new fans of the Batman mythos, they were kind of depending to go on the fact of, well, Marvel released Avengers, how is this going to play out? But they're completely two different films. They're two different genres, two different universes. So I wouldn't compare them to any of the Marvel brands because it is their own universe. So if you go in with an open mind on that kind of aspect, I think you'll enjoy it a lot more. Now, as I said, with the Suicide Squad, you can tell that it's a different director to Zack Snyder, because it was a different director doing this film, and it feels different to what Batman v Superman did, which is good, because I think it just adds a lot of kind of new look, but at the same time keeps it in that same kind of universe. The way I kind of perceive it is that so far they've done the superheroes as dark and mysterious, but then they've done the villains as fun and comic book looking, and colourful. So yeah, it's kind of taken a bizarre twist that you kind of think that the superheroes will be a little bit more the light side, so to speak, and the villains would be a little bit more dark and devious. But I think because you've got Harley Quinn and Joker in there, there's a lot of kind of fun factor behind the mental state of Harley Quinzel and the Joker himself. Now, there are a couple of scenes that, as I said, I've seen in the film, and I kind of felt like, ooh, don't know if they should have done that, or I don't really think the Joker should have acted that way. The Joker and Harley Quinn are completely different to what you would get in like the animated series or the comic books. Obviously, in the comic books, the Joker's kind of just using Harley Quinn. He's probably got a slight bit of love for her, but he'll happily push out a window, smack her around the face, all this kind of stuff. So in the series, Harley Quinn was kind of like the beat up banter for their relationship. and then obviously sometimes Harley Quinn would get her own back and give the Joker a good wallop. But in this, it's very much that the Joker is madly in love with Harley Quinn, and that Harley Quinn's madly in love with the Joker, and they kind of match for that element. Where, as I said, you get the impression in the other ones is that the Joker's just using her. She's very attractive, whatever, and she always looks good in his right arm, but the Joker's doesn't mind discarding her whatsoever if he needs to. So that's a kind of a weird element I kind of got in the film that, I don't know, it's new, but I think that the Joker being madly in love with Harley Quinn, and keeps going to save her and stuff like that, just kind of disillusions the kind of original effect that Harley Quinn and the Joker were, the kind of characters and relationships. But if they had added something that is because Harley Quinn's got something that the Joker needs, or he needs her to do something specific, then yeah, I think that would have played out a lot better than the whole Romeo and Juliet between them both. I think I would like to see a little bit more slapstick between them both. But who knows? We might see more of that in the future. It depends really how they're going to go with it all. But so for final words, I'd definitely say recommend going and see it, even if you're curious. I wouldn't take all of the criticism on board. As I said, I got really negative reviews from it when before I went to see it. I read up loads of stuff and it was all negative. And I wasn't excited about going to see it as much as I was beforehand. But I'm glad I went to see it because I've really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Don't go to see it thinking it's going to be an exact comic book rip. It's not. But there's things in there, as I said, that can be changed, that can be different. But still, in the whole, I think it was a really good, fun movie. So, definitely recommend you guys to go and see that. So, yeah, this is the end of the review. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, the usual lot. And, feel free to contact me at Materiaboitv@gmail.com for any new video recommendations, anything you want to see. Even now, I'm starting to draw a lot more on my tablet. Like, when you see these title cards at the beginning of the videos are actually hand drawn by me, so I'm experimenting a lot more with the drawing side. So if there's anything specific you want to see me draw, let me know, and I could put up either a tutorial video or post up the picture onto something if you want something specific. Even if you wanted something in the sense of to help your YouTube channel, so like a banner or icons and stuff like that, just give me a shout and we can see where we can work from there. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day or morning or evening, wherever you are and however you're watching it. And hopefully I'll have a new video up soon, and we can kick off with more videos. Have a great day. Bye.